or the Geralt. Also, really didn't want to give up the Blinkety Eye, but the only other card that I could consider giving up is Silhouette. Didn't like any of my options, so that's just what I did. It's probably wrong. Let's see how many times this not being a blinking eye comes back and bites me right in the hiney tonight. And I don't have any schedule this time, so hopefully I can actually focus on the gameplay and not just get crushed like I did with our Esper attempt earlier. Boom. Hey, the real Johnson. No way. It's all the Ronus there needs to be in the deck. I wonder if I'm lagging or something. This is supposed to restart. Maybe my connection's too bad. Doesn't say I'm dropping any frames though. Why aren't you a mod? You seem responsible. Get modded, friend. The dice roll versus the police though. We'll keep this hand. We have a turn 2 search for Ascanton. That makes us one of the party electors not know tomorrow. I was gonna say like it's 1990 or like there's like it's no 1999, but that doesn't sound great. Oh, cool. Well, we don't have double blue yet, but no mountain, no mountain, no mountain. Sweet. No duress, no duress, no duress. Sweet. Everything's coming up, Searsist. The best card in our deck's on the table. Mono black. I feel like this is probably going to be an easy game 1, hard game 2. But if we just don't draw lands, it's just going to be hard all around. Excuse me. Got me. 2 more chances to hit our land. Just drops a Dread Shade here. We're going to be pretty sad. Not a Dread Shade, so at least that's good. I guess we will not put that down. At its best? No, at its best is in a format where it's got like fetch lands and stuff, but think the card is just excellent. So we're in some pretty seriously bad shape already. Probably gonna have to throw one of these to fairies, just like throw it away, throw it on the ground, kick it around. Well, I want that. Actually, I'm going to keep this too because it lets us protect the Teferi. Though, there's about a million things you can play right now to make this incredibly terrible for us. The black builds might be a little bit better because they put cards in their graveyard a little bit better, but I'm going to take it up and try to protect this thing. The odds of us being able to protect this thing feel like extremely low, but at the worst case, it's probably going to prevent us some damage. We're going to go ahead and do this now as well, just in case he got a counterspell. Excuse me. throat's kind of scratchy. Does our Teferi get to survive? It's looking good so far. Looks like a walking ballista, the way he's tapping the mana, so goodbye Teferi. And I think we're going to cycle Vista in our upkeep. Because if we like a card we don't like, we can flip to search for Azcanta. And gives us a better chance to draw the things. Don't want to throw this one away? Sure, I'll throw it away too. Just using these to prevent damage right now. Because we are certainly fighting very, very, very uphill. Maybe been better just to cast a Glimmer that turn, but then I would have taken 5+ damage. I don't want to take any damage. Like, he's pretty close to just being able to beat us, so taking any damage at all seems like super mediums. So put a counter on that. I theoretically can attack for 10 here. Well, neither of you do anything, so boom, you got me. We already dumped one of our fumigates too when we were mana screwed, which is pretty bad. Alright, well we have to try to counterspell that one. Hopefully if he has a counterspell, he counterspells back. He did not. Alright, well we could very well just be dead now. Let's start with this one. You keep me alive if he doesn't have anything else. If he doesn't have another walking boy or something, you technically keep me alive. And being technically alive is better than being dead. "27 land decks, by the way, and then like having to ditch your good cards just to hit lands with your Search for Azcanta really makes me sad, especially when you have a pretty favorable game one. He's only got 2 cards left. Problem is they still have this card, which could be just anything. We'll go to 1. See what happens. It's a fairy. Guess if it's just a fairy, I have to counterspell it. Can we just beat a Teferi if we don't? It's like pretty easy for him to still just have a walking ballista and kill us here, and that's fine. Oh god, almost F6 my turn. Almost F6 our turn. Wow, and we bricked again. Tilt? So we've scratched 8 cards to the bottom now? Is that right? Or is it 9 cards? Well, if he doesn't draw a settle, we get another try at it, I guess. Probably hit that this turn. Hey, Trickery, what's up, man? He had help tonight, but can't blame him for tonight. He had help tonight. Whew, whew. Feels good. Feels good, man. Alright, Kevin Love went off early. JR was hitting open shots early. Hood just played a good game. But sometimes if you play a good game, you can still lose. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, we'll do this. Take our approach to the second stuns and still be alive. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if he had help either of the first 2 games, maybe he would have had a chance. Alright, so he has to find a card that can kill me this turn, or we can win. Oh, do we really come back and win this game? I guess we take 5. It's better than letting him just like resolve a walking ballista. Our opponent drew no removal spells. Does his deck just not have them? Or did he literally not draw a removal spell at that point in the game? Yeah, he dropped 50, but like, he also didn't do anything after JR's blunder, right? Like, it felt like he just kind of gave up after the blunder. Oh, you went to your graduation? High school or college? Like, he didn't make a single field goal in the overtime at all. He didn't even take a shot for like 2.5 minutes or something like that. Something similar. Let's go. Congratulations, man. Man, you got some living to look forward to, don't you? Let's bring these in, I think. I think these are good here. Just think all of this is kind of good here. This is probably fine because they could have Spyglass. They're definitely going to have Bloodfast. And it can kill a Walking Ballista in a pinch. It's one of the weaker cards, but don't think I want Histories. I don't think I don't think I want Moan Spyglass. I don't think I want the Negates. Let's think about the deck then. If it looks like this, what do we got? Maybe Lyra's not good enough. Lyra may not be good enough in this match. Walking Ballistas also may not be good enough in this match. I'm gonna keep the Torrential Gearhulks though. Yeah, it's hard to sideboard sometimes. I feel like these matches get pretty grindy. Alright, almost won't bring in the extra settle. They've been graduated since February. Oh, you got to go to the ceremony. That's still sweet though. I mean, but it's I'm not upset that he didn't take more shots. It's just more of the fact that, like, I think there was four pretty bad calls down the last, well, four pretty bad calls down like the last 3 minutes, and one call that was just like blatantly cheating by the refs. Then the George Hill missed free throw into the JR thing, and then like they still had a chance to win. The game wasn't over, but it just felt like he didn't want to play anymore. Felt like he was just done with it at that point. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I'm not berating him for like not doing more. It's just like he quit before the game was over is what it felt like to me. It felt to me like he quit before the game was actually over. But I'm no analyst. I know nothings. I guess I just want to take a Glimmer out then. I couldn't figure out how to sideboard. Hey Max, what's up? Shoot all the questions. Just throw them at me. I don't think he'll go to New York. There's no reason for him to go to New York. New York's big man can't stay healthy, and that'd be enough to make me not want to go to New York. The Golden State Warriors won tonight, even though we had a lead going into the third quarter. Which we don't lose a whole lot of games in that situation, but we sure did tonight. I saw it, but I didn't really memorize it. I've not tried it. The only one I've tried is John Rolfe so far. I think if he wants a title, he needs to go to Houston. Because I think if he goes to Philadelphia, like I don't think Simmons plays off the ball particularly well, and I think that could hurt Simmons, or I think that was just like kind of be a bad fit. I still think it was 5, but yeah, you're still in the running. Thing is, this is a good list. He got Constructed Master with it, right? Like he's a great player. Huh. Wonder what opponent's in an opponent's hand. He's just like not casting things. Feels good to be playing Blue-White Approach again. Guess he's gonna cast a discard spell. I mean, I don't want to take 3 damage a turn, so. Can't cast a Dread Shade. I don't care if he resolves a Doomfall or something, so. I'll probably cycle a cast out this turn. Maybe even both of them if we're not going to hit the land drop. Oh, he left that in his deck. Well, we were going to miss the land drop, so let's go again. Still missed the land drop. It's probably pretty good. I've just not personally tried it, so it's hard for me to... Hard for me to say, you know. This was actually probably a pretty bad... I was tunnel visioning my land too hard. But now if he plays Eldest Reborn, I could be in bad shape. That was probably greedy. You know, I was a pretty big Cleveland fan most of my life, so like Pretty happy to see them do well even before LeBron gets there, and I'm a huge LeBron fan, so. So I was pretty glad to see him. I remember little Mark Price running around in the Jordan era. I was always a fan of that guy because at the time I thought he kind of looked like me. I was just like, if he can do it, I can do it. He's not very big. So we got 6 cards before we win the game. JK. Alright. So this is going to mill 4 away. Then our draw step plus this. So basically we win next turn. He's got 1 turn to beat us. Been doing great. Yeah, I mean, some of the matches are kind of swingy. Oh, you're from Ohio. Nice. I like Ohio a lot. What you got, friendo? Mill 4 cards. Upkeep. Trigger this. Whatever it is goes to the graveyard. We don't care. Because we're drawing approach. Yeah, I think that deck's very good. I played it for 2 streams. I have them up on my YouTube channel. I was pretty impressed with it. I personally still like Black Red. I think Black Red's a good deck. I think that Mono Red deck's really good too. It entirely plans or entirely it's entirely depending upon my back, Nick, and on whether I have to invest any more money into my business between now and then. But it's something that I really want to do. Oh, you live in Seattle now. Just love your teams. I got you. I guess we keep this in. It's a little on the weak side, but that's okay. Nope, it's a lot on the weak side. So I feel like these matches are going to be like relatively bad for us, where like maybe if we were just playing blue-black mid-range, we would crush these matches. I think we'd crush them pretty hard. If he doesn't have a 2-drop, we still have a reasonable shot this game, but like if he just untaps and plays a 2-drop here, it's going to be pretty hard for us to win. We're going to have to like draw multiple silhouettes and stuff fairly quickly. Oh, shoot. It's just so hard to beat those draws. And like he didn't really do anything impressive. You know what I mean? Like he literally just played some bros and then didn't even use his mana efficiently. He's got a shock too. Wow. It's going to put us down to 6 bright and early. I think we had to take that damage though, because if he just led with another creature here, he'd be lethal on the following turn. This way he's not. I think it's pretty good right now, Murph. I guess this resolving doesn't even matter, does it? Whatever. I want to counterspell just to say I did something this game. It technically puts lethal on the board, so... Won't play the Glacial Fortress, because if I play the Glacial Fortress, it kind of indicates that we drew it for the turn. Just attacking with 1, that's kind of what we wanted to see here. That's kind of interesting. I think we're going to disallow that one. So hit a land and an unknown. opponent's choices there were pretty interesting, I thought. He's not casting anything pre-combat. That could just mean we're dead. Yeah, he drew a lightning strike off of those 3 cards. Frustrating. I think we played great, and I think our opponent made some weird choices and just got there. Oh well. Yeah, I think blue-black is favored versus... I think it's favored versus mono-red. I don't know so much about the red-black deck. Is it? I would have thought that would have been close-ish. Like, I would think green-black snake's a little bit of a favorite, but I wouldn't have thought it was a massive favorite. Anyway, so we know we want this. He's the red-black build, so we probably want this. We probably want these. We probably want this. We probably want this, and we may want some of these. Think. Get rid of this and these to start. I'm going to get rid of some of these disallows too. I just don't think we have a whole lot of time to play them. I think the syncopates are a little bit better in the disallow in this match. Like, maybe that's wrong. Maybe they're just not good enough either way. I don't think fumigates are particularly good here. We brought in extra settle. Like, I think fumigates are so bad, I'm going to take that one out too. Nah, that's just crazy talk. We'll at least keep one in. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that match is good for him. I just was kind of surprised it was the worst. I guess I'm going to mulligan this. We don't have the mana, so... Don't want to fight uphill from the beginning in a hard match. We'll probably need that at some point, which means I'm probably going to cycle this cast out now. Surely, oh yeah, that's true. They don't. If we play Scrounger, we'll syncopate it. Any other 2-drop will scatter. Alright, well, hopefully we hit some of our lands. Still has 5 cards in hand, and we don't even have our lands yet. Seems bad, friendos. Rip. Oh, and he got the tick up for a creature. That's so good. Those are the type of draws you can't beat with that deck. Could have committed this. And maybe I'm supposed to. I probably am supposed to, because I will at the end of turn if he doesn't play anything, but I assume he's going to play something. Feels like he about has to play something. We missed another land drop too, so... Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Alright, whatever. I'll pass turn. If he attacks with both, I'll settle. You really have another Chandra. The top card of your deck's a Chandra as well, so if you tick up, you lose the next Chandra. So at least we have that going for us. That was a bad play by me because now we know he's drawing another Chandra. I'm playing terrible. I am definitely just playing terrible because we know he's drawing a Chandra now. And he would have ticked up the Chandra at the end of turn and probably lost his Chandra. Wow, that was just horrendous of me. How does one play so bad? How does one play so bad? You guys tell me. Also could have used the Field of Rune and made him not get it as well. I'm just playing like trash. I've not played well today. Wow. I'm pretty annoyed at myself. He didn't have to have this card. I had two different ways to stop him from getting it, but nope. Nope, I'm a trash can. Trash can Searsist. He's casting that? Why did he cast that? He already has one. He could have just done 2 damage to my head. This isn't even game 1. I lost game 1. I think it's fine. I tend to want to be more aggressive, but I think it's a good card. Hit a land, so like now we can't even do that. Can, however, do this. Maybe we hit. Nope. Well, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. It keeps getting worse. So we have to let that resolve. You know, we're not 100% dead. We could, like, top deck one of those Gear Hulks we didn't sideboard in. You're probably not good enough to do anything, are you? He's beating me to death, so I can't even say anything. You have 1 cast out left in our deck at this point. At least we can counterspell that one. We're still drawing live to the 1 cast out, I guess. I guess I'm taking it. It's the only way I can kill a chain, or the only way I can kill this. Oh, well, never mind. He just has another thing. Alright, well, we're just dead then. Yeah, I played this game badly. I think this game was winnable had I played right. Had I played even remotely intelligently, I think that game was winnable. Letting him get that Chandra back was just like very, very, very silly of me. I don't know what I was thinking in the time. Oh, it was so silly. Alright, we'll keep it. It's like very kind of medium, but whatever. This one of Negate is an all-star in this match. It's one of the best cards we can draw in this match. They thought I was just kidding and assumed he was green-white. Now I feel very foolish. Hey, sweet Matt, what's up? Like ban approach, maybe? No idea what our opponent's playing. Whatever it is, hopefully we'll actually hit our lands, though, instead of having a third game in a row where we have, like, some mana issues in our 27 land deck. I guess that can resolve, right? I think I want both of those. Nah, I don't want that one. It's probably ban approach. Hopefully they don't have negate main. They typically don't, which is why I'm pretty okay just slamming to Fairy there in a spot that you normally wouldn't. But they typically don't play that main. And we still have one negate. Unfortunate. We put a land on the bottom too, so that makes it doubly unfortunate. I don't think I'm willing to use the Memorial of Genius right now. Maybe I am if his plan is just to cast out. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with it if it seems like he's just going to cast out. Because we can't protect this anyway. If he's just going to cast out it during our upkeep, then we miss out on drawing 2 cards. And I'm just going to cast it to Fairy next turn anyway. Oh, I don't know. I kind of forgot I had a Fumigate even in my hand, by the way. For those who are wondering why I didn't discard the Silhouette or the Fumigate, I couldn't see that side of my screen. Not because there's anything obscuring it, just because I was just kind of looking forward and not paying attention. Because some people might refer to me as the best around. I would be fearful if you're trying to take me down. Because it's never going to happen. Oh, whoops. Go to Fairy Hero. So what's everybody into? Everybody's so quiet, being such lovely young people. Except for Nick, who made me shuffle Rona earlier. Nick is not good young people. He's a dirty scallywag. By the way, if scallywag's super offensive, I apologize. I don't actually know what it means, so. don't actually know what it means. Feel like this is all stuff I want in a match like this. Fought the Stack had Rona. You fought wrong, Brother Bear. We're gonna get rid of the Essence Scatters, and we're gonna get rid of most of the Rafts and Fumigates, but probably not all of them. Because they often sideboard in a bunch of Carnies. Oh, I guess we don't need these at all. So, blinks, negates, searches, invokes, histories, disallows. Commit, glimmer. Maybe we'll shave one more of these. Actually, I think Syncopate's probably not good in this match at all. I feel like there's a good chance that Syncopate does nothing here. Which means maybe I want both of these then. I can only see room for one. Make Corona great for the first time again. Loving it. We'll keep. End's fine. I mean, we have no counter spells. We have good amount of lands though. Whoa, 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 whoa! He let me play first. He let me play first. That's embarrassing. I just F6 my turn 1. Don't want him to have even more of a mana advantage. I probably wouldn't have counterspelled that had I not punted. Got me. I'm a silly goose. So much value drawing first. I don't think I would have made that play if I wasn't, or I wouldn't have missed that if I wasn't streaming. I press F6 way more when I'm streaming than when I'm not. To the detriment of... That's a bloody Carnage Tyrant. Land? That's not a land. Come on, dog. Alright, we're gonna let him kill history. We just need lands so bad that we don't have the option not to. It's probably going to prevent us 6 points or 7 points of damage anyway. Like, we expected him to bring in Carnage Tyrants, so like, we're not quote-unquote losing to the Carnage Tyrants. We don't care about those. We're losing because we're not drawing lands. May cast Elder Teferi here. I guess I won't cast the Elder Teferi now. We're just going to settle plus negate, the next turn try to Gear Hulk settle. Is the plan anyway. Hmm. Okay. If he wants to play this game, I guess we will too, because we don't have any other options. Let's see. Casting now. Just like a casual pull for tomorrow? Can't let him have that. I don't care a whole lot if he counterspells this settle either. Because now we've drawn the other settle even. We just have to hit a land that comes into play untapped. With the exception of now he may get to resolve his Teferi, but whatever. Can't beat everything. Right now we're not really beating anything. It's just another pull? Oh wow. Just another pull. Imagine we have no chance. He's now drawn way too many cards. And we missed our land yet again. Played. Just has like 1,000 more lands than us. Guess we'll try to negate it. I assume at this point he has to have another counter spell or like another Teferi or something. His Teferis are better than ours because of these. Another no lands. I'll probably concede if he counterspells this. I don't want to just keep fighting up this hill. Too frustrated already. Just gonna run it back. All that matters in control mirrors is who draws lands and who doesn't. Nothing else matters. It seems like it matters, but it doesn't. Like, I actively want to play first too, because casting Search for Azcanta before they can untap generally means you just win the game. I don't want to show him the Fielder Rune in case he's only got non-basics and has to play a gift on a non-basic. Has plenty of lands if they're cycling lands. Fortunately, they have a non-basic. Or they have a basic, rather. Sorry, I misspoke. Our hand's much better this game than last game. Don't care if he counterspells the Glimmer. Still going to cast it at the end of his turn. I'm going to put that one on the bottom. It does not produce mana, so And we can shuffle our deck with the field at some point if we want to. Don't want outer view at this point, because we're very likely just to draw lands anyway. Well, let's see what they have. We're going to cast our Gearhulk. Third Glimmer's pretty good here. One outer of them. So, what do we put? 4 cards on bottom or 5? I'm not sure if we put 4 or 5 on bottom. Whatever we put on bottom, however, makes me sad. The Knights buy us a decent amount of time versus Gearhulks. Or sorry, Carnage Tyrants. Definitely want this. Definitely don't want this. I actually play my Gearhulk this time. Get rid of this thing. Our promise will definitely try to counterspell. Alright, we're just going to try to push our advantage now. We're going to cycle these. Kind of was hoping we'd hit our 1 blink of the eye. It's actually a good argument for us having the 2 blink of the eyes in our deck, instead of the commit. Primarily for exactly the situation that just popped up. So there's like definitely a reasonable argument for it, I think. Alright. The opponent didn't bring in things to stop the Knights. 2-1. And there was a chance that we could have won that other game. But I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm known to breathe out of my mouth. Don't feel like we ever deserved to win a game. Or we F6 our turn 1. Sorry, a match that we F6 our turn 1. Give our opponent the old good luck, have fun, because I'm in a good mood. Good luck, have fun, brosifs. Or, sisterifs, I guess? Could be a sister. Today's Wednesday, right? Is there any SCG coverage tomorrow? I don't know what all they're streaming. Unfortunate. I assume they're not streaming on Thursday. That would be too much. I'm supposed to bounce that? Kinda don't want to. Also kinda don't want to just get crushed by a Chandra, so. Guess I just seal away it and go on about our day and hope that the rest of the things work out, since we're not drawing lands again. That's just rude, Sean. Your deck's not designed to deny people fun. Your deck's designed to draw a bunch of lands. No Chandra, please. Rip. How many times do I play 27 land decks and just not have my land on either turn 3 or turn 4? I gotta be setting records with that number. I mean, our opponent's drawing too many lands after a mulligan, though, so I guess I can't be that upset. I assume they'll have at least a spell here, but like maybe it's not a good one. Alright, right on time, Memorial of Genius. You're where we wanted to be. Not Maul? No? Get on out of here. Just get. Cool, they're playing the last card in their hand. That gives me a lot less to think about on next turn. I'm not being negative. I'm in a really good mood right now. I'm in like just a really, really good mood right now. Playing Magic. My back only hurts a medium amount. We're styling and profiling. You know. How could you not be having fun? We're beating Mono Red. Because this guy's dead. He doesn't know it yet. Actually, he probably knows it. They probably know it. Should not presume their gender. That is rude of Ray. That is very rude of Ray. You can have your mountains untapped. Because I'm a bro. You're welcome, friend opponent. I will choose to settle your wreckage. Hard to hold these gators down. Teferi, bring me a win, please. Ooh, you're a fun card. I'll untap our opponent's mountain. Because I'm a bro. I'm just being a jerk now. I assume our opponent's conceding, like, pretty much this turn. I don't care what it is, I've already pressed F6. Yeah, they might not concede. Feel like they're conceding? No, we won't put that in the graveyard. I kill this one. Alright. Opponent hit yet another land. They can concede at any point. You attack my mountain, you gotta mill me. I have approaches in my deck. This is not a no-win con deck, but they don't know that. If I should have been more I should have been more mana efficient and used a Memorial Genius, but the Memorial Genius would have guaranteed that I got a Search Rascanta flip as well. I don't know why I'm trying to exile all their lands. Hey Gua, what's up, friendo? Been a while. How'd the Pro Tour go for you? You gotta tell us how that Pro Tour went. I guess I could have counterspelled that, but I forgot to untap my Search Rascanta. Because I'm a silly little goose. 4-2 in limited, 7-3 in standard, 0 practice. That means you made day 2, though. Can't be upset with a day 2. Thank you. I'll probably get a concession. I guess it's not going to get the concession. Nope, we're playing Brad's approach list. So that's card 2. Cycle does it. This should be it, right? Yep. Joined an entertaining build. Punted in a limited match, but couldn't hope for better. What'd you end up playing in the Pro Tour? What standard deck did you play? He didn't know we were playing approach, so like he's probably just trying to use some time. I have, you know, there's nothing wrong with an opponent playing that out. If he knows we have approach, he probably shouldn't waste his time, but he did not know we had approach, so. Don't like these here. I don't like these here. I don't love Fumigate, but I think I'm going to try them. Don't love the negate, don't love the disallows, I guess. Disallows, okay. try this. I'll probably bring the disallows back in on the play. Raise Keith. I don't have any cool things. Bant God Pharaoh gift. Deck hated me, kept drawing. Hate to hear that, man. Did you have fun? Was it a good trip? This stream has lame commands or a lack thereof them. There's quotes. I don't know. Kind of a scumbag. I'm not a very good person. My quotes are bitching. Nice. That's the important part. It's always nice to have success and do well, but what you just said right there is definitely the important part. That's why we all play this game. I don't even know what that one was about. Get down to blocking brigade. We're all Keiths. I hate you so much, Smurf. Whoever wrote that quote just ain't wrong. They ain't wrong at all. No, don't kill my bros. You gonna kill them both and then attack? That doesn't seem like where you want to be. That doesn't feel to me like where somebody wants to be. So we're probably gonna get 3 new cards here. And a new land, which is nice. And then we're gonna draw our land, and that's gonna be nicer. Nope. Nope, we don't draw our lands, I forgot. I hope we don't get Hazard. How good would it have been having Teferi and Silhouette there, Ben? That's a good one, too. Can't attack. Shields up. You get the Silhouette again if he attacks with both, which he may attack with both just to put the Earthshaker in the graveyard. Like, that's not something that there's a 0 chance of him doing. His opponent's draws have been a lot worse than our other opponent or our other mono red opponent's draws. This bros has just been a lot worse. We have to flip this now. Get this out of here. Because we have the Memorial Genius, I don't care too much if the Teferi dies. I'd better just try to get this game over with before they like draw a Hazard and go nutty. And we're like protected from a Hazard at the moment. Like Glorybringer's the only card that I super care about. I didn't just want to block and throw one of these away. Like if he has to spend 4 damage from a Glorybringer exerting and killing my Teferi, that doesn't feel too bad. Because if he doesn't exert, he could just lose the race if that's all he has. Fight with fire would suck. But it's better than fight with firing my face, so. A Glory Bringer too. Come on, dog. I didn't want to see you have I didn't want to see you have that one. I'm using the fight with fire before we draw the Lyra's pretty decent too. Hold this up in case they draw has. We dive to get another fight with fire. We know what they're drawing this turn though. That commit ensures us from a fight with fire if we wait one turn. I think I'd rather just gain my life though. Not a Malice versus Blue White, and that bitch went the distance. Oh, come on! Look at that draw. That draw is just silly. I feel like we won this game and are now getting incredibly unlucky. Just want them to brick on like one turn. Sad thing is they can just kill me next turn. Well, they can't kill me next turn, but okay. Whew. I was certainly worried. I'm considerably less worried now. Still have to take a big hit. He can throw 2 damage end of turn, but we'll get a minimum of 1 draw step. If that 1 draw step is a cast out or an approach, we'll win. Kinda hope he just attacks with this Hazret. I don't think he will. Oh wow, he did. Is the only way you ever attack with that if you draw fight with fire? No, never mind. So we have to dodge a few draw steps, but not all of them. This protects us from a lot of nothing. It doesn't actually do anything. Just have to basically fade a burn spell. Alright, so we win. That game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. That game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. If there's going to be a ton of like mono red decks, we may have to put Approach back in our deck. A pile of silhouettes and cast outs. Well, I have 52 people right now. And I don't have a host that doesn't appear, or do I? I can't tell. Hosting you. Apparently I have a bunch of hosts. Why does it not tell me in my Streamlabs? Why do I have to go look at the other place? That's just silly. My Streamlabs does not tell me about the love I'm getting. Alright, well, do we get more than a pity chest? I think we have to keep this. We're probably going to at least cycle 1 cast out at the minimum. Good chance that we have to cycle both. Kind of want to play versus Esper, but I don't want to play versus Esper when I'm already cycling for lands. Yeah, having to throw away 2 cast outs on basically turn 1 to look for lands is not how I want to test this match. I'm very interested in testing this match, but you know, sometimes you just don't play lands and the game's over on turn 2. We can still win like if their hand's equally as bad, but like if they get to play Magic right now, we can never win. think Cat Self Rebooter's a card you probably shouldn't be playing in that deck. Because I can't think of any deck that you just pull a card out and it's like good. It has some synergies that makes it good with Scarab God, but like that's the only time I like it. So the blue-black mid-range deck's why I quit playing Approach back in the day. I didn't find the match winnable at all. I feel like it just dies. I really feel like it just dies. Way too easily for what impact it has. Like I think a Duskborn Legionnaire is a card I'm more afraid of in this exact spot. I guess I'll counterspell that one. You could just play the rest though. It doesn't die to Chain Whirler. It also doesn't do much else versus mono red. Why does he keep going to a second main phase to play these things? Alright. You got your thing. Yeah, but like he did his stuff and it just doesn't seem like it matters. Like do we care that he done that? I mean, like I don't care if he like Vraska's contempts or anything here. Like it feels to me like he and I are trying to play two different games, and I feel like their deck's better when they're trying to play the same game I'm trying to play. I don't care about that. At some point I'll just get my two spells back and it won't matter. They'll have delayed the game a marginal amount, it feels like. That's what feels like what is going to happen every time I play these. Like what happened this game is what it feels like every time I play versus Cat Self Rebooter. Feels like just at some point I always just get my spells back. I guess I want to land. I guess this is a land though. Getting your spells back is just enough to win. That's the thing. I don't. But that's the thing. I don't think delaying the game's good for them. I think delaying the game's good for me. I think it's good for the like mid-range or all the mid-range decks. Like I think they want to delay the game as much as you do. Well, what Ristic said. I think like if you're wanting to play those type effects and if you're wanting to play Scarab God, you need more powerful cards than Freebooter. Like Kevin Jones builds like where I want to be when I play blue-black mid-range. I'm not saying I'm right. Well, I guess technically I am saying I'm right, but I'm saying I'm right without testing or something, anything. Like the Kevin Jones, Eric Froelich builds are like the type of builds I think I want. Let's see if I can pull one up before we sideboard. Apparently I can't find it. Alright, I don't know where he posted it, so I give up. Oh, here we go. I'll sideboard in just a second. Like, I was wanting to pull up a build of blue-black. I guess it's on my Facebook. I'm not going to pull it up, so I just wasted everybody's time. Anyway, so blue-black, what do we like? We like these things. We like this thing. Hey, Zabbit. I don't ever want to bring in gear hooks in a spot like this. We want these. I actually don't like negates in general here. And we want the Vote the Divine. I think these are the cards that I typically want. I'm willing to shave on a couple of these type effects. Don't think they're everything in the world. I'll read the chat in just 1 second. Don't know what else I'm supposed to sideboard out. That's the problem. Like, I like my counter spells. I like my searches. I like my glimmers. I guess fumigates are kind of medium, but like they're also just kind of good. I'll take out just a random land on the draw because I'm not thinking well, and I'm trying to go too fast here. Just get rid of these. I want my land back. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, Siphoner. Siphoner is one of the cards that I would. I have no idea, but I don't think so. We'll keep here. We have our best card on 2. I don't like bringing Gearhulks in versus any Scarab God because if we get into a point of the game to where like I'm even behind in a turn and they resolve a Scarab God, that means every Gearhulk that's got counterspelled or like ran into a like a Death Touch Bro or has been put in my graveyard through some random effect, just turns into more negates for them. I think the Invoke's pretty important in this match because it gets it can get Walking Ballistas that just win games. It can win Search for Azcanthus. It can get Bloodfast, and it can get Sorcerous Spyglasses. Just to name a few, like those are all pretty common cards and pretty hard cards to beat. They put a Freebooter in his graveyard. I guess he doesn't have black mana. I will not put that in my graveyard. But like if they just like turn to a Bloodfast, you can easily lose. So I don't mind having the 1 Invoke. I would even sideboard a 2nd in if I had it. I think these matches are incredibly hard on the draw though, so we'll have to see how this goes. Like I don't think I'm a favorite on the draw. Or I don't think I'm a favorite in the post-board games. I don't know why I keep saying the draw. Well, he's going to take this card anyway, so I think it's better just to use it. Maybe we also get like a negate out of him or something. Nope, no negate. We tried. Doesn't matter what he calls, I'm going to invoke it next turn. And then hopefully we won't miss on 4 cards. So even if he plays a Scarab God right here, I'd be willing to throw Teferi away to tuck. I'm also just going to cast Teferi into negate. Like he can't Vraska's Contempt, so he may have to have a negate or something to get it. And I don't care if he counterspells the Teferi. We have a commit, we can get him back later in the game if we need, and we have approaches as well. I'm not going to put that in my graveyard though. Actually I am. I'm just going to put that in my graveyard too. I'm wanting to flip this search at this point. I kind of don't want to flip the search all at the same time. And there's our Spyglass. Resolve? Even if it doesn't resolve, I'm not that worried about it. He can use a Field of Rune end of turn if he wants to get a second black mana to cast a Vraska's Contempt. Oh wow, he didn't do it. I wonder what that means he has. That is definitely interesting that he didn't even use the Field of Rune. Liliana. Oh, I shouldn't use this because they could buy back the Kite Self Rebooter, and I don't want them to get another card if they do. Okay, they didn't. So we can cycle this now. Yes to the graveyard. Start by ticking it up. I kind of want to fumigate here, but that's probably bad. I could tuck this and tuck this turn, but that doesn't seem good either. Let's just start by doing this. Figure out what we're going to do afterwards. Do I want to protect this? I think I still want to protect this. So their hand's like really bad. Wow, I'm an idiot, by the way. I made the wrong play here very, very badly. Wow, that was so bad of me. I don't know what I was doing. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Like, that was horrendous. Oh god, I play so bad. I play so bad. Punt City, friends. Okay. Where does Bloodfast come from? I didn't see that in their hand just then. Or I would have called it. There's like literally 5 cards on... Oh, okay. It's what they put in their graveyard from this. Blew my mind for a second. I was like, what in the hell? Blew my little mind for a second. Wow, you top decked a counterspell? That's marginally frustrating. That actually gives them a pretty fair chance here. Actually, probably puts still my head. Yeah, I guess we're just dead now. We have to draw, like, exactly Sillaway? Hey, George, what's up, my friend? We get 2 draws at Sillaway, and we're pretty deep in our deck, so... It's not unfathomable that we draw one. That kinda works. Doesn't work very good, though, does it? I definitely want to commit this. So am I throwing away a Teferi to draw a card and gain some life or not? I already have 2 Teferis in my graveyard. I'm still fine with that. Just want to aggressively throw away my Teferis. Just all the time. Alright, that was a good draw. In a way. want to Glimmer. See, the problem is if I Glimmer, anything that I hit with the Glimmer, they just get to take with the Freebooter next turn. There's not another Fumigate in our deck, so it's important that we be able to get this card off the table to get this Fumigate back to get that Scarab God off the table. So, it like really puts us in a bad spot. Wait, what just happened? Oh, we used that. We don't care if we use that. Yes, I will flip you this time. So even if he somehow gets the Walking Ballista off the table here, we still get everything. This is pretty good for us. Just gonna make this block. We know he's got a Scarab God and a Gifted Everborn in his hand. Kind of want to get rid of that, but I probably don't have to at this point in the game. Yeah, I don't think I have to at this point in the game. I'd rather just be able to get another Seal away if that's what it takes. My one Walking Ballista can also kill both of his permanents in play and still stick around at this point. We've definitely been walking on eggshells most of this game, but I've liked the decisions we've made. I don't want to put the Champion of the Wits in the graveyard, though, because I feel like I have a substantial advantage at the moment, and like putting extra cards in his graveyard feels like it could hurt me significantly. If he attacks with both, though, I guess I'm going to block it. Like, our cast out's kind of valuable. And I'll just take the 1 point of damage from the Freebooter. That means you think I've played it badly then, right? Do you think I should have taken different lines? There's a good chance that he's going to use the Field of Ruin as soon as I use this Azcanta here, and I don't care too much if he does. I actually get to cycle my farmland this turn if he does. I'm just going to take the approach. Assuming he's going to use this, then I'm going to shuffle my deck and then use the farmland. going to attempt to get a life point cushion here. Life point cushion engaged. He still has that gifted effort board in his hand that he's just not using for some reason. Not 110% sure why he's not using it. I'm also not complaining that he's not. Tap 7 mana? What does he have for 7 mana? Like what big 7 mana spell did he draw? Oh, okay, I see what it was. Looking like brother was wanting, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was looking like he was wanting to champion. Well, homie, we don't play that. Everything's currently 7 cards down. I have a seal away. Even if he had a removal spell for his champion, I would even seal away it in response. If he was willing to tap out, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a counter spell, so now we know it's 3 cards down. Draw for our turn. We hit 1. So it's 2 cards down. Cycle you, see what we find. So we know it's the next card. Alright, I don't think he has a counter spell. He's played in a manner that I just don't think he has a counter spell, so I'm going to pretend he doesn't have one, and he doesn't. Alright, nice little 4-1. Nice little 4-1. I want to save this post real quick. Hope you guys can't see what I'm doing. It feels good to be playing Approach again on stream, because like approaching things is my favorite thing to do. Thanks, Go. If he hadn't tried to, like, if he hadn't just like tapped 7 mana, like, I don't have a counter spell, I'm not going to play around anything, you know. Obviously he thought he had a champion, but like, if he had a negate, there's no chance that he plays there's no chance that he gets champion back there, right? Or probably little chance. He probably just keeps doing what he's been doing. So I just don't think he has an approach when he does that. Or I don't think he has a counterspell when he does that. He could have. So anyway, so no, I wanted to talk more about it off stream. This is why I copied it. Not to be a dirtbag, but for later conversations. Because I'm sure stream doesn't want to hear me and you like discuss and debate things. Anyway, so this was 74 of Brad 75. The only thing I changed was like 1 commit for a blink of the eye, and I was actually really happy with that commit. The sad thing is I think the deck still needs 2 blink of the eyes, and I have absolutely no idea what card to cut because this main deck looks perfect to me. Well, 61 cards would look perfect, like, but you can't have 61 cards. Like, I kind of wanted to cut a seal away for it, but there's so much red running around the format that didn't feel right. I considered even cutting a fumigate for it, but that didn't feel right as well. I just have no idea what you could cut to work in that commit. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a single card you can cut unless you're willing to play 27 or 26 lands. And I don't know if I'm willing to play 26 lands. The sideboard, probably work on that more, but like, this main deck looks really nice. Hey, Hodge. Well, we just went 4-1. Getting ready to log offline, actually. If you fire your stream up real quick, you can get a host. The deck feels pretty good. I still just don't know whether this is supposed to be a blink of the eye or this is supposed to be a commit. Just played a 61 card special. I think I'd rather play 26 lands than that, but like I feel like this is a 27 land deck. Yeah, I've not done real well today, Hodge. I tried a weird Esper deck and I went 2-3. Then I tried my Esper deck and I went 0-3. And then we played basically Brad's deck in like 4-1. And the one match that I lost, like, I think if I'd made better decisions, I could have at least won the game I lost, which would have gave us a chance to win the match. But the deck felt pretty good. Like, I really liked it. It does feel just a little weak against red, but like, there can be sideboarding changes to try to fix the red match. I think it seems like it's probably going to be okay versus some of the red-black lists. It's just the mono-red deck that kind of like frightens me. Anyway, so we'll just sit here and chat a little bit while we wait for Hodge to get his system up. Then we'll throw him to host Torino. I don't know what he's playing tonight. I'm just going to pretend he's playing Esper, whether he is or isn't. I have no idea. He has been lately. And all you guys are nice control people, so I'm sure you're ready for the big Esper stuff. I like how I'm just like saying he's playing Esper and like very poorly trying to get people excited for Esper when I have no idea whether he's even playing Esper. I feel history is pretty important. It's one of the it provides an ample amount of blockers versus some decks, while like versus other decks it's just like a ton of pressure. Also, I feel like it could be it just gives you more avenues to attack in post board games. I think. I love the fact that it can block too. Hodge still isn't on. This card's impressed me so much out of sideboards. Like, I'm pretty obsessed with it. I think it won us a game tonight even. And we didn't draw the matches. Oh, it won us 2 games tonight. Like, we got paired versus Ban Approach tonight, which I know is a, not necessarily a tier 1 deck, but like it's a hard match for the other control decks to beat. And we just like went history, and they're like, okay, the game's over. And I'm like, sweet, I like it when the game's over. Alright, there's Hodge. Yep, he's playing Esper Control tonight. We're going to throw him the host, and we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and remember, I do stream every single night. And if you check out the links below the stream, you can find my YouTube where I post all of our past streams. I'm getting ready to post a mono red video on there in about 5 minutes. But take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by. Go say hi to Hodge, and insult him aplenty.